20 years ago at this time, there was no funding in New York City or New York State or the federal government dedicated to homeless LGBTQ youth. The broader LGBTQ movement didn't even recognize youth homelessness as a crisis in our community. I felt like the challenges facing us were monumental, and I was scared. And now the Ali Forney Center has grown to be the largest, most comprehensive organization in the United States and in the world dedicated to housing, protecting, and empowering homeless LGBTQ youth.
So there's been an enormous amount of growth in terms of the programs and services we offer our youth, in terms of the diversity of our staff and the kinds of roles they play.
We want to be able to support folks in that they have everything that they need to become independent.
We started opening housing programs in various boroughs. You know, we're in Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan. We got our first building with the B. Arthur House.
It's been really powerful to see how AFC has grown beyond our community-based work here in New York City to supporting programs around the country and internationally. It's created a large network of providers to help those programs grow and expand and learn from the work that we've done over the last 20 years.
The work at AFC is so essential because what we're doing is not only just taking a young person off the streets and giving them a place to stay. We're doing full wraparound services at a holistic level. We're supporting them from stabilization to long-term care, from medical health services to employment in schools, name changes, gender-affirming surgeries, getting them even something as basic as clothing. Like, all of those things are not something you can just do in one place, but at the Ali Forney Center, you can.
When I think about the work of the Ali Forney Center, I think about us as a movement. A movement that was started 25 years ago with the love and the light that Ali Forney led on the streets. I think about our founding boards, our founder, the work that's been done from the 6 cots in the basement of a church, to the 18-site program we have today, to the international work that we're doing. This movement is affecting lives and changing the world for homeless kids, not just in New York City, but across the country, around the world. We are making it known and leading a movement that it is unacceptable to leave these kids without care and without love because of who they are. It is unacceptable to be rejected because of who you are. And we are going to fight for our young people, not just today as we are under attack, but every day. Love should not be denied. Together we are a stronger movement, and together we are changing the world. I invite you to join us as we celebrate our 20th anniversary and take this work to a new level.
Thank you, Ali Forney Center.
For 20 years of caring for LGBTQ youth when their parents have failed them.
For 20 years of inspiration.
For 20 years of amazing service.
For 20 years of caring about young people.
For 20 years of community.
For 20 years of loving our kids.
For 20 years of good work.
For 20 years of changing people's lives.
For 20 years of providing essential services.
For 20 years of hope.
For 20 years of making our youth more visible.
For 20 years of providing hope and light to our youth.
For 20 years of giving youth a place to find themselves.
For 20 years of protecting our youth.
For 20 years of love, kindness, and leadership in this very important work.
For 20 years of being a friend to so many.
For 20 years of inspirational, important, and indeed necessary work.
For all the work that you do in the community.
For 20 years of supporting queer youth.
For 20 years of saving lives.
For 20 years of giving hope.
For 20 years of saving kids' lives.
For providing 20 years of love and support.
Thank you, Ali Forney, for 20 years of courage, inspiration, and love.